Once you've finished a recording in Screencastify, you'll be taken to a page where you can edit some of the features of your video and then publish it to YouTube. The first thing you'll want to do is to rename the file so that in your My Recordings list and in the Google Drive folder for Screencastify, your videos all have appropriate names instead of untitled with a date and a time. Be sure that you hit enter after you change the file name so that that edit is saved. Next, you'll want to click to unmute so that you can hear the audio track for your video. You can then trim the beginning and end of your video by simply dragging these scissors to the appropriate location and then clicking Save Trim. Be sure you leave yourself a tiny buffer before and after you speak so you don't inadvertently trim away something you've said. Once your video is the way you like it, you'll want to come over to this right-hand panel, scroll down to Export Video, and expand the menu. Export to YouTube is the first option in this list, but it's important to note that it won't be available to you. It'll be grayed out until your video is fully uploaded to Google Drive. And depending on the length of your video, that can take quite a bit of time. So be sure you leave yourself enough time before you need to publish it to YouTube. You'll want to go ahead and click on Export to YouTube, and then you'll need to choose your YouTube channel. Now, if you have previously created a channel, this might say add a channel, or it might already have your channel name. If you haven't created a YouTube channel, you'll need to go and take care of that first. You'll want to set the permissions, the viewing permissions for your video. I'm going to make mine public because this is a back to school video that I'm going to be sharing with parents. Make sure the title is correct. You can add a description, and then you can go ahead and click upload. Once your video is uploaded, you'll want to be sure to click view on YouTube so that you can edit some of the settings for your video. Now, once the YouTube page loads, they'll still be likely processing your video. You'll want to simply scroll down and click Edit Video. From here, you'll have another opportunity to change the title or add a description for your video. You can select the thumbnail, and these will automatically populate, but it does take a little time for that to happen. So in the meantime, you can continue scrolling down. You can select playlists for your video. You want to be sure it's set to no, it's not made for kids. This will allow your video to be added to playlists and also make sure it's not age restricted. You'll want to click Show More and scroll down. You'll want to uncheck Allow people to sample this content. You'll want to be sure that the category for your video is not set to education because education videos are age restricted. You'll want to be sure that you disable comments and uncheck Show how many viewers like and dislike this video. At this point, hopefully your thumbnails have loaded and you can choose one. If they haven't, you can go ahead and leave the one that's automatically chosen and come back to change it later if necessary. You'll want to come up here and click Save, and then you can copy the link to your video to share. Once your video is the way you'd like it, you're going to come to this right-hand panel, scroll down to Export Video, and expand the menu. Then you'll want to click Export to YouTube.